Okay, breaking news this morning. Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States.
And Trump amassed more than the 270 electoral votes needed to win after decisive victories in key battleground states, with Wisconsin putting him over the top. The win marks an extraordinary comeback for a former president who refused to accept defeat 4 years ago, sparked a violent insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, was convicted of felony charges, and survived 2 assassination attempts. He made his acceptance speech overnight.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Okay, that was the scene in Mar-a-Lago, but well after midnight, Kamala Harris's campaign announced it was ending its watch party without Harris making a speech.
We still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the Vice President tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation.
And Republicans also took a majority control in the U.S. Senate. The unexpected battleground of Nebraska pushed Republicans over the top late last night. House races remain in a state-by-state slog.
And Prime Minister Justin Trudeau sending his congratulations to the president-elect in a post on X. Trudeau says, "Congratulations to Donald Trump being elected the president of the United States. The friendship between Canada and the U.S. is the envy of the world. I know President Trump and I will work together to create more opportunity, prosperity, and security for both of our nations."
All right, so CP24's Courtney Heal started her day at the U.S. consulate yesterday, teeing up the election, and she's back there today getting a sense of the reaction on this side of the border. Courtney, I bet you're hearing a lot of different things this morning.
Yeah, a lot of different opinions. To be clear, I did go home yesterday, and obviously a lot happened in that period when the polls closed. And this morning, guys, a lot of people waking up to news that President-elect Donald Trump returning to the White House. Some people didn't even know the results because we know it was incredibly close overnight, and the official declaration came early this morning. A lot of opinions on this one. I'm hearing from people who say this will be a good thing. They're happy to see Trump in the White House. Some telling me that, you know, the state of America isn't good and Americans wanted change. Others telling us that they're concerned, especially when it comes to the relationship with the U.S. for us here in Canada and what this might mean for trade. I'll let you hear from some of the people who I'm talking to this morning.
Trump is going to support like the conflict in Middle East area, especially in Iran, because my background is Iranian. So, but I don't know like what's going to happen for financial situation in Canada, because he's going to put a lot of tax and this is stuff, and it's going to like it's going to affect our financial situation in Canada, but we will see.
It's a bit confusing and sad at the same time, but just cross my fingers like the best for the work, you know, just hopefully. I don't believe that, but hopefully he can bring the soul to the peace to the world. But I think it's a bit complicated.
So you get a sense there, some mixed emotions from some. I'm also hearing from a lot of people this morning, guys who tell me that they think Trump would be good when it comes to the conflict in the Middle East. Of course, we'll have to wait and see. Again, a lot of reaction this morning outside of the U.S. consulate. I haven't talked to any Americans just yet, but usually I do tend to see some people coming in and out of the building, so we'll get a chance to see what they have to say. And again, a lot of people stressing, you know, what does this mean when it comes to trade? We know the USMCA agreement up for renegotiation in 2026. We'll see what that means, and if we will be looking at tariffs once Trump returns to the White House. Over to you.
It's Courtney Heels outside the U.S. consulate this morning. Meantime, earlier today, BNN Bloomberg's Paul Bagnall joined us to talk more about how Trump's win is having an impact on financial markets.
One of his big themes is to cut taxes, and so stock markets in the U.S. are taking off this morning. I think when trading begins at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, you're likely to see the big indices in the U.S. rise by between 1 and 2%. Those are big moves. The U.S. dollar is higher. Bitcoin has hit a record high price. Tesla shares have risen. You know why? Because Elon Musk is an ally of Trump.